Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Crypto Insider channel. I am the Crypto Insider, back with another cryptocurrency video for you today, which is May 28th, 2020. And we're getting a lot of news stories out there. We have some interesting ones today, and we're also following the price action. I hope everybody is safe and sound from the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, whatever you want to call it. Hope everybody's still following the regulations and isolating, and you haven't gotten sloppy on your quarantine requirements as I have with all my visitors over the past week. In any case, we're back into it, and safe and sound here at the Crypto Insider compound in Austin, Texas. Let's go ahead and look at some of the prices here. A lot of things turning green or just slightly green, but from what I'm seeing on the weekly charts, a lot of things are sideways or they have a minor gain. Nothing, no groundbreaking price action over the week, except for Bitcoin really charging ahead after that dip it had here. You can see it, and now it's up again, 3.09% over the past 24 hours. Ethereum also rising a little bit, 1.8%. XRP it's down 1.04%. It seems to like that 19.5 to 20 cent mark. It's been there for a while now. We'll see if anything happens with it. I've watched a lot of videos from chart analysts, and they keep saying, oh, we're on the verge of this big breakout. We're on the verge of a breakout. They're very bullish on it, and I'm sure they have good reasons to be. I myself am not much of a technical analyst, so I'm not putting that theory out there that we're right on the verge of some big breakout. But I did want to tell everyone that that's what a lot of the egghead chart people are saying. It doesn't matter to me when the breakout happens. I believe there will be. I'm kind of that mindset that eventually we will get an alt season. And when that happens, I think XRP may lead the charge. Tezos is up and Chainlink is up. Not much, 1%, 1.2% from yesterday with Chainlink, and 0.6% for Tezos. We do have some Tezos news, so we'll cover that in a story. XLM kind of steady on, up 0.18% and 0.19% here. We don't have a large stellar position. I don't know what's going to happen with this coin, but when I was looking at it, and when Coinbase, you know how you can do those little video sort of quizzes and they will give you free XLM, I did those, and then I put in another $20 or $30 worth of USD fiat. So I do have some of it, but whatever happens with it happens. I could really care less. I don't think it has the same use case and the same sort of financial. I don't think it has the institutional push that XRP has. So I don't know if we'll ever see it really get off the ground as much as XRP may, if everything goes right. Our other position here is HBAR, and it's probably has the biggest gain over the past 24 hours out of anything in the top 50. And we have a story on that. And, it did just pass up PAX on the market cap list. It's risen a few. I think we were down to 42 at some point, and now we're up to 37. But as these market caps are so similar, 200 million for PAX, 205 for HBAR, any little movement can push up or descend its position on the listings. And market cap to me is not a good judge. Uh, is not really a worthwhile statistic when it comes to determining what you're going to put your money into. You're much better off going with fundamentals and strong cryptos that have a good use case. Because at some point, all of these 5,000 altcoins, they have to have a good use case, or they really run the risk of falling by the wayside. And Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple said that, and I have to wholeheartedly agree with that. You may, for instance, if you love Donald Trump and you invested in the Trump coin, that's great. That's fine for you. But what is that Trump coin going to be used for at the end of the day? I would want to have more than that before I put my money into something. But we'll talk about HBAR a little further on in the video here. So let's look at our Ripple technical analysis. Most stuff's turning green. We're sitting at 19.7. Like I said, it likes to be in that 19.5 to 20 cent range over the past few days, past week. You can see it. Uh, we were at that we did just break 20, and our low was 17.5 over the past week. But for a long time, at least over the past few days, it's really like this 19.5 to 20 cent mark, and it's staying there. Everything's turned green. Our oscillators are all green. It's in the overbought. That's what OB means. It's in the overbought section here with our oscillators. That is a good sign. These can change, especially this 5 minute column. That can change very quickly. If I refresh the page, they could all be red. They're not, but they could be. We did drop an overbought. But I think we're in the good spot for XRP, meaning I don't know uh, if this coin even has the ability to dip much lower. I've seen some of the analysts saying we could go down as low as 6 cents or 3 cents, and if we do, and I don't understand why that can happen, then I will buy a big batch of it there. But there seems to be some support in this 15 to 20 cent range that it's hard for the bears to push us below. So that's an interesting thing that I've seen. We have gotten lower than 15 cents, of course. I think especially with that dip on March 12th, Black Thursday, after all that COVID thing happened. What was that? March 12th, March 14th, something like that. Um, but for the most part, there is support for this between the 15 and 20 cent range. I know a lot of you would like it to be more than that, so would I. But the only thing we can really do is hold and hope for the best, and that's the way it is with any cryptocurrency, not just XRP. Um, we have a few stories today. One is from FinExtra, and its Revolut data reveals crypto trading trends during lockdown. Crypto trading habits mirror consumer confidence. Revolut's data shows that from the 16th to 30th of March, a significant drop occurred in both the average amount of crypto bought by UK users and the average amount per crypto trade, down negative 52%. Um, as the possibility of a return to normal began to look more likely, interest in selling cryptocurrencies increased too. From 20th April to 4th of May, the numbers of users selling cryptocurrencies rose 38%. The average amount of cryptocurrencies sold by users increased 36%. And probably what happened is the market started to come back. So people bought them just in case there was, a hyperinflation scenario or an apocalyptic scenario. And then when they saw the prices begin to rise, they said, oh, well, I bought this cheap and now it's worth more, so I'm going to sell it. Bitcoin domination really actually increased with a total 51% share of the cryptocurrency trading market through Revolut. This was followed by XRP at 20%, Ethereum at 14%, and Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash at 8% respectively. What else is interesting about this study is it shows an age split, highlighting how different age groups buy and sell cryptos. Those in the 55 to 64 age group buy at the highest value of £345 per trade, whereas those in the 18 to 24 age group trade at the lowest level at 109 per trade. I don't know that if you're looking at per trade values, and I don't know what Revolut's data consists of because I haven't actually seen the studies, but it could be really be skewed with things like bots that will trade minor amounts of cryptocurrency and push down those median values that they're showing us of 345 and 109 because, if you have a bunch of bots trading, 0.003 Bitcoin, um, that's going to skew the numbers. But it may be interested if you're interested in the demographics of who's trading crypto and why, and maybe this is just UK customers. Yeah, I think this is just UK customers. It would be interesting to see if there is something similar for the US cryptocurrencies. Of course, now that I'm trying to make a video, somebody is blowing up my phone, and you know, I'll have to deal with that when the video is over. Sorry, that's a bit unprofessional. I should go into airplane mode or whatever before I make these, but I'm lazy and fat, so I do what I want. Um, this is an interesting story. Over 80% of circulating Tezos supply is already staked. And fundamentally, Tezos is an amazing cryptocurrency. It has a lot of different use cases and is attractive to speculative buyers, largely because of the staking. Staking of the XTZ token on the Tezos blockchain is proving to be popular, with the latest figures from TZ Stat showing that over 80% of circulating supply is already engaged in earning rewards. Although operating a proof-of-stake protocol, Tezos established the term baking to describe the act of staking on its network. This baking currently attracts a reward of around 5.9%. And I looked on Ledger, one of the nodes or validators with the Ledger Wallet app is offering, I think, slightly over 6%. So of course I chose them. We'll see if they actually send me the Tezos or not. As explained by Charlie Weiser of TQ Tezos in New York, Tezos employs a non-dilutive inflation model that encourages stakeholders to be involved in securing the network. And here's Charlie Weiser's tweet, is designed to retain the network effect of a digital asset indefinitely. Non-dilutive inflation is important. It incentivizes all stakeholders to retain their proportionate share of the total money supply. The primary use case of Tezos is as a store of value. That's interesting. I really have not heard many people talking of Tezos as a store of value, uh, but I think once all the use cases are in, Tezos may end up being not a stable coin, but I think more stable than some of the other cryptos, simply because you're going to have a known amount of users that bake on a consistent basis that stake, because the speculative market is going to like that. It really takes the appearance of compound interest to them, and that's something that most people that have a bank account or have had a bank account understand. So I think they're going to like it with Tezos. But Tezos has also got use cases in institutional smart contracts. It's also got use cases in real estate. We've had what, 3, 4, 5 stories on people tokenizing real estate assets with Tezos. So I don't know what the high of Tezos is going to be. I think it's going to be significantly more than the $2.70 some cents that it is right now. And then it goes on to tell you how you can bake and how you can. You don't need 8,000 Tezos unless you want to set up your own node and stake it. Most of the exchanges, Coinbase, Kraken, even Ledger, the Ledger wallet, you can stake your Tezos even if you only have 10. So don't worry about that 8,000 number right there. We have an HBAR story from Asha Barbashaw that I haven't read. I saw the headline and said we're going to talk about this because we saw that HBAR pretty much has the market right now. It has the biggest gain of any crypto in the top 50 on a percentage scale over the past 24 hours, and probably largely due to LG joining the governing council. So, the electronic giant joins the likes of Boeing, Deutsche Telekom, DLA Piper, Google, IBM, Tata Communications. They left out FIS Global, who is a monster in banking. If you've ever opened a bank account, if you've ever applied for a credit card, if you've ever used that credit card, if you've ever received a plastic credit card or a bank statement in your life, chances are at some point it went through a server somewhere on the FIS Global network. So when I started buying HBAR, it was largely because of that. I thought, well, if FIS is going to make some sort of app that uses HBAR or Hedera Hashgraph, it's not one of these things like we have with Ripple, who's largely a newcomer and just got their foot in the door. It's more like and we're up to what 25 customers on the ODL network, which is fine and great. They're big customers, they're great, and the volume's increasing. We've seen that. I'm not trying to put down Ripple here, so don't take that away from this. I'm just saying FIS Global is such a monster that Ripple goes to them for advice. They go to them and they debate them. You can see different debates that Brad has had with people from FIS Global. Not that they're at odds, they're just talking about the future, I should say discussions they've had. But what I'm getting back to, FIS rolls out an app that uses HBAR. It's not going to trickle out to 25 people. It's gonna be mass rolled out to several hundred, many, many different banks. So if you're looking for the next thing to get into, you may want to give HBAR a look. I can't say that it's going to increase it. It may do a Libra on us. You never know how these coins are going to go. For me, it was attractive. So LG will work with Hedera and other members of the council to identify ways that distributed ledger technology can benefit consumers and supply chain partners, bringing its home appliance expertise to the table. DLT holds the potential to improve customer value and allow enterprises across many sectors to offer new services that take advantage of the trust, security, and speed that it provides. We look forward to being a part of the council and the opportunities where we can collaborate with other leading orgs across a wide range of industries to further develop the application of DLT to benefit business and consumers alike. The council now comprises a total of 14 members. Oh, Boeing, Deutsche Telekom, DLA Piper. Oh yeah, FIS WorldPay, one of Ripple's big competitors now, I'm sure. Google, IBM, Magula, Nomura, Swirl, Swisscom, Blockchain, Tata Communications, University of College London, and WePro. So yeah, it's definitely one that has the good fundamentals and has strong organizational support behind it. So it's one you may want to consider for your portfolio. The only place I found that I can get it here in the U.S. is on Bittrex. It's not on Coinbase. So I think also, so you have that possibility too. Not just all these people joining the governing council, but you still have all those exchanges it can be listed on, and that usually gives you a price spike too. So when a coin gets listed on Coinbase or Kraken or something like that, generally you can see a little bit of a price bump there. And none of that's really been done yet with HBAR, so that's still a potential future gain. So I'm excited about HBAR, and I hope that it does take hold and have uses that all these very smart companies can put together and build some good stuff for us. In any case, that's it from my video today. There's the music. I usually end them with a donation to @GoodXRP, but I went to their Twitter page today and it says they're restricted right now because they've all got to upgrade to the Uphold platform now with the tip bot. Everybody does. I've already done it, but @GoodXRP needs to do it, and then all of those charities that they give the donation to, they've got to do it too. So it's going to take a little while to do that, but we're keeping track of the numbers, and we will make that donation once everybody's back up. There we go, and I will put up some additional videos for you to click on. Sorry about my text message distracting tones in this video. I apologize, but it's not like I'm making millions of dollars on this or anything. Once I am, I'll get a studio, we'll have cameras, we'll have on special guests, we'll talk to Elon Musk, we'll do whatever we have to do. But until then, it's kind of a hodgepodge of, half-assing it until the end of the video. Anyways, we'll talk to you probably this weekend. I probably won't make a video tomorrow, but probably this weekend. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are keeping track of the subscribers, and we will make a donation on your behalf.